Hi everyone. Today I'm going to deconstruct a Korean apartment commercial that did something very unusual from the genre. It's called Clash of Civilization from KCS Sweden, released in 2020. My core argument is simple. This ad works as both a mirror and a mode at the same time. And that's what makes it interesting and a real uncomfortable. Quick context first. The ad follows a couple in their fourth year of marriage. It's 1 minute 39 seconds long, and across the series, it pulled over 50 million views on YouTube. The story has three beats, and I want you to keep them in mind for the rest of the presentation. It opens with wife saying, "Flat out, nothing about us matches." That's the setup. The middle is conflict, small everyday fights culminating in a moment where she accidentally breaks his model airplane and he snaps, "You broke it." And then resolution. The couple rebuild the model together and the tagline lands, "A family is born this way." That arc, setup, conflict, resolution is word. Now let's see what it's doing underneath. Two things all happen at once. On one side, this ad is a mirror. It reflects everyday Korean married life, the habit mismatches, the small irritations, the slow work of adjusting to another person. Viewers recognize themselves, and that's why it went viral. On the other side is a mold. It shapes a new genre of Korean apartment advertising. More critically, it hardened the stereotype of nagging wife and clueless husband into something that just feels like common sense. The power of the ad and the cost of the ad lives on the same place. And that's the tension I want to unpack. Section 1, using the sender receiver channel encoding model from week 2. The sender is KCC's version and the receiver is Korean couples in their late 20s to mid 30s, the main home buying demographic in Korea. The channel is deliberately split on two, a 30 seconds cut on TV for brand recall, and the full version lives on YouTube where viewers choose to watch, share, and comment. The encoding is what it gets clever. While the short hole KCC will prefer reading through very specific cultural details. Just wear anything, it all looks like the same. That line is something Korean couples actually say to each other. They look like petty fight, but they're encoded as thing every marriage goes through. The academic sounding title battle from Samuel Huntington does the rest of the work. It lifts the argument from petty to dignified, from individual to universal. Section 2, Gatekeeping and News Values from Week 4. The creative team, led by Director Kim Se and agents Inosian, made two key gatekeeping decisions. First, they skipped star casting. Premium apart campaigns usually rely on famous faces, but Sweden picked lesser known actors because ordinariness is what lets the audience see themselves. Second, they chose mundane domestic arguments over polished architecture shots. That's the deliberate rejection of how the industry usually sells apartments. Section 3, framing and two-step strategy from week 3 and 4. Most premium apartment as run on what I call luxury claim. The Lotte Castle's famous slogan, "Where you live speaks of who you are," sells apartment as marker of class. Sweden does something different. It runs on empathic frame. The apartment becomes a relational place, not a status symbol. The civilization metaphor even gives the couple's small bites an intellectual dignity. Section 4, the critical turn from week 1, the mirror and mold concepts. As a mirror, the ad is genuinely good. It captures real texture of Korean married life, and that observational quality is why people share it. But as a mold, it does something more troubling. It normalizes a specific gendered pattern. The wife corrects, reminds, manages. The husband forgets, delayed, needs supervision. Columnist Wi Kwang-woo, writing in Gyeongnam Shinmun, put it really well. Familiarity turned the classic into something bearable, and what should make us reconsider these roles become what we simply have to endure. When we laugh in recognition at these scenes, we are not just recognizing ourselves, we are hardening an inherited script into common sense. That's the mode at work. So to warm up, the craft is real. The empathy frame is genius step from luxury-oriented apartment advertising is replaced. But the same empathy that builds connection also absorbs a stereotype and passes it along as just the way things are. The ad's real power and its real cost is how completely we recognize ourselves in it. Thank you.